Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to attempt some pretty easy Y2K press-on nails. So we've got a couple of gel polishes going on today. I went for a pink theme. I've been seeing quite a lot of pink themes, so I thought I'll hop onto that trend too and continue the pink theme. We just had the darker shade of pink, we've got angel wings, and we also of course have food coma. And we do also have some black. We're going to use black to do some outlines, and this one's from Neo Nails. And we're going to start working on our nails now. So on the thumb, we're going to have the darkest shade of pink here. Then on the pinky, we're going to have the lighter shade. Then on the three middle ones that are left, we're going to put down nude, which is my food coma, my all-time favorite. And then with the middle nails, we're going to do some French tips. So off camera real quick, I'll just do one more layer on these nails and then we can crack on with the actual French tips and everything else involved with today's design. I wanted to keep it fairly simple. I hope it's simple. Sometimes I find that things that I think are simple these days might not be always too simple. So let me know in the comments what you think. I reckon probably the hardest thing of it all is probably just doing those French tips. But as long as you're okay with French tips, you should be more than fine to recreate this pretty easily. So with our French tips, we are working on the index nail right now, and for this one I'm going in with the lighter shade of pink. As you can see, I've already placed down 3 of the colours that I'm going to need on my little palette on the background there. So we've got the lighter shade of pink, some black, and the darker shade of pink. So with our French tips, I'm outlining the smile line here, and then I'm just very gently and calmly and very peacefully almost, unlike me to be honest, colouring in that French tip. Usually I'm pretty quick and wild and I just grab the brush from the bottle and I start colouring in the tip. But today I found the whole process of filming so peaceful. I was really enjoying myself today, so I was just taking my sweet time. So we've got the index done. We're also going to do the ring finger again, the exact same way with the exact same colour. So we're going to have 2 of those. As you can see with my smile line, I kind of eyeball it these days. I do so many on a daily that I can just do it this way. I know that I make it look really simple, and it's not usually like that if you're not very familiar or comfortable with French tips. But there are lots and lots of different kind of methods they can attempt, and trust me guys, literally practice makes perfect. So if right now you feel like you're struggling, just keep going, because I was in that exact same boat a while ago too. So it just proves that with practice, I feel like everything with nails, practice makes perfect. So just keep going and don't give up. If you know, you know, basically. So now that we've got the 2, we are now working on the middle nail. And the middle nail, guess what? It's another French tip. But this one is going to be the darker shade. I felt like if I do another light one next to it, it's just going to be a little bit boring. So I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. So we're doing the exact same thing with the pink, colouring it in. Madam Glam gel polishes are so great that I could literally get away with just doing the 1 coat. It's so full coverage and just so creamy and nice to work with. I love them to pieces. I do have my discount code in the description if you guys want to shop. I feel like I don't always talk about my discount codes. Recently I've been talking a bit more about Y2K because I think it's such a great website to use. It's literally a cashback website for doing your shopping online. Like, we all do so much of our shopping. So if you're not on Y2K, it's completely free. If you use my link down in the description, you get yourself £15 for free once you get your first £5 cashback. So it's not even that much. Just do your regular shopping through the website. It will take you straight to the website. You do your shopping. They just track how much you spend on that website, and then they give you a percentage back for what you've spent. It's literally the best thing I've ever come across. I'm all about saving my coin, and in the past year or 2 now, maybe more close to 2, I've saved £800 or almost 900. So that's wild. That's money that I would have just missed out on, you know, just doing. All these shops were just my regular shops, so I would have missed out on £800 to £900. So it's great. It honestly is. Everything's on the insurances, shopping, groceries, nail stuff, anything you can think of, it's on there. So definitely check it out. I do also have other links for Amazon and all sorts that I usually use in the video. So now that we've got everything done, we also did a bit of some details on the pinky. With the pinky, I just did 2 lines, one going down, one going to the side. Now on those lighter pinky French tips, I'm going to do some animal print. Everything going on today is hand done. I really wanted to do that finally. I feel like I've been doing quite a lot of stamping. I think stamping is just so great, but I know it's not for everybody, and I'm almost kind of forgetting how to do things by hand these days because I'm so reliant on my stamping plates that I completely forget that I can actually do stuff by hand sometimes. So this is one of those as well. I really wanted to keep it, you know, simple, do it by hand. That way literally anybody can recreate and try out if they wanted to. So with a dotting tool, I'm just doing random little dots. I'm trying to kind of squiggle a little bit, not make them like perfect dots, kind of squiggly dots. And then once I'm happy with all the dots, I'm keeping it pretty concentrated with the dots. So it's completely up to you how far apart you want them. Once you're happy, pop it into the lamp. You need to have this cured, otherwise you're going to end up mixing the black with the pink gel polish together. And then now it's time to use a dotting tool again. I've got two different sizes of dotting tools, so I'm going to use the smaller one to do the actual black outlines. And I'm just picking two sides of each dot. Literally, sometimes it's literally just a line. I'm trying to curve it here and there. It doesn't always work best. If you don't have a dotting tool fine enough, let's say, you can always use a nail art brush. I do find them a little bit more difficult. I feel like you just need a bit more control over them when doing these little lines and stuff, but you can absolutely do it still. And then I'm just doing the two corners of each dot just in black. And then, because I always like things to be super busy, I do start doing random black dots in between the original print, just anywhere and everywhere that I felt like it's kind of missing something. And then I'm going to repeat that exact same process on the other French tip nail as well. I do end up including that in the video too. It's just such a, I don't know, I just find this one so peaceful to watch, and it's so cutesy and pink and just nice. So I did end up deciding to keep quite a lot of footage from this video. I do have a little disclaimer though, we don't have the final look at the end on this video. I ended up actually losing those nails somewhere, but I roughly know where they could be, but I just can't get to them right now. So I thought rather than just hold off posting and then end up not having a video for a very long time, I thought I will post it anyways, and then as soon as I get my hands on them, I will be posting shorts and, you know, TikToks and all sorts with them on my hands. So if you want to see them on the actual hand and stuff, like the final results, then definitely subscribe and I'll post them on the short side of things. We are just finishing off this one. The other nails are going to have a different print going on, so I'll get to that in a second. That will be the thumb and the middle finger. Alright, here it is. So I am using the black again on the brush. Now I'm not too sure on the actual print of this. It's still giving me animal print, but I'm not sure if it's like a zebra kind of look. But it's just kind of lines going from the right hand side to the left hand side, and some of them are just one kind of stroke, and then some of them have like another tiny little stroke coming out of it. You just want to keep repeating that. At first, when I was doing it, when I did the first couple of strokes, I was like, oh, this is not looking how I want it to look. But the more of the strokes you do, the more it kind of comes together and it starts looking the way you want it to look. Again, very simple. I'm kind of trying to have more gel polish on the sides, and then the more inner I come, the thinner of a brush stroke I'm trying to do. So basically, as I press down my brush, I'm pressing quite hard, and as I'm kind of dragging out that line, I'm picking up the brush a bit more off the nail. And then the thumb is done, and you want to repeat that again on the middle finger, but only on the French tip part. So that proved itself a little bit more difficult just because the area is a bit smaller, so I didn't have as much time to play about and do those little strokes and little like bits coming out of the strokes itself and stuff. So that one I was like, oh, I feel like I maybe made those strokes a bit too thick, and then I didn't have enough space to do many, but it's fine. And then those corners, I was trying to be very careful, and I ended up just doing these little lines on the side. I didn't really want to leave them empty. I just felt like they're kind of missing something, so I did those lines. That's what it's looking like. So at this stage, we only got the pinky left to finish up with the black outlines. So for this one, we're going for like a sweatery look, but hand done. So I'm just going to outline the pink lines right now on both sides. So at the top and at the bottom, and then same on the diagonal line too. We're going to do the top and the bottom. And then I'm also going to do a black line in the center on both as well. You kind of need to pick which one you want above, because you need to make it look like one's beneath the other. So my top one is that right to left side, but if you prefer the one from the top to the bottom, then you just have to switch out the lines. There goes the middle one again, and then on the left hand side there's a bit of like a lot of space for that pink gel polish, that light one. So I decided to do another line there, and then another line at the top going the other way as well. Not the best of sweater looks, but I feel like it's been forever since I've actually done one by hand. So it just shows that I need to start doing more hand bits rather than constant stamping. Because I do have a great sweater patterned stamping plate. Now onto the middle nail, we are just doing a very simple 2AB crystal placement. Just a large one at the top and a slightly smaller one underneath, straight into the lamp that goes. Then with the index finger, right in the center, I've got these pearl looking charms. I've got a star and I've got a heart. So we're going to place that, but because they're so large and chunky, I was a bit concerned how I'm going to get the top coat on if I decide to clear it into place first and then go in with a top coat. So I decided to do the rhinestone floating method. So I placed quite a large chunk of rhinestone glue gel down, and then I float some top coat on top, and then I pop the charm on top of it, and then I cure that in place, and that way we can hope that the charm itself stays in place, but also we don't have to worry about trying to get in between the charm to, you know, top coat and finish off the whole nail. So we're going to repeat that again on the, which nail is that? That's the ring finger, and that one's going to get a heart. Just very, very cutesy. I love how that one's got a heart. And then exact same process as you can see here. We are using a Madame Glam top coat, glossy top coat. And here goes the heart one, trying to just position it as centered as I can. That will then go into the lamp, of course. The rest of the nails are going to get a top coat too. And that basically, guys, concludes the video. It feels so strange to not have a final reveal, but make sure to subscribe because I'll definitely have that on my channel. Just give me a moment with this one. Hopefully in a day, maybe on that same day that this one goes out, might pop up too. Who knows? I need to go digging basically for it. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I've got a lot of different video plans for you guys, so I'm hoping some fun new things are going to come out on the channel soon. And also make sure to check out the description for any links and discounts. And yeah, just save your coin. Lots of love. See you later. Bye bye.